Alright guys, down in the dungeon. I hate to try to do this outside. I'm afraid I'll have all the bees in the county here, so I wish I had a little better space to do this, but we're going to try to do our first extraction right now. If you remember in the last video, I pulled what I thought was 3, then I thought it was 4, ended up being 5 frames. So I just ran down and got a 6th frame because my extractor is a 3-frame extractor, so I need to balance that out. I'm going to see what happens, and I'll have to edit this video because this is the first time I've ever tried to do this. Hopefully everything goes well and we get a nice supply of honey out of this. I got all the gadgets and widgets and wannabes. I don't even know if these gloves make sense. It's probably going to be a messy, sticky thing, but we'll see what's going on. Get some glasses here. Now, I'm afraid, this is one of the older ones, the one that I pulled before. I'm afraid my knife isn't gonna, they're not built out far enough, so I'm afraid I'm gonna have to use the comb thingy here and try to open up those cells that way. I've never done this before, but I watched some YouTube videos, so that makes me an expert now. Looks like it's doing something. These guys have been down in the basement for a few days, so I put them out in the sun for a while. I'm going to save all of that. I think that's alright. I think you got it. Seems to be working alright. I think. These guys aren't capped. Looks like all the cap stuff is open. We'll spin it around if we can. And we'll do all this stuff. Thing doesn't work too bad. If I'm using it right, it doesn't work too bad, I guess. A little bit uncapped there, but you remember I scraped a lot of honey. I wish I hadn't done it. I was trying to find that 3rd frame, which was really the 4th frame, blah, blah, blah. All right, so there's our first one. We'll get it in the extractor. And then I'll do the other 3 and I'll bring you back. All right, so that's the 3rd one all opened up. We'll get that in the extractor. First time ever using this sucker. Let's see how she works. It's a VEVOR 3-frame extractor. Costing about, I don't know, 80 bucks or something like that online. Sticky hands, sticky hands. Get you in there, get you in here. Gates closed. Let's see how we do. Ready? My floor is a little bit uneven. It ain't doing bad if the floor was even. Spin that out and see what it looks like for a while. So you can see, so the light's so it's coming out, well, kind of like cotton candy out the side when I spin it. If I slow it down, I mean, those cells are pretty much empty. This must be a whole lot stuck to the side because there ain't a lot on the bottom yet. But it looks like they're pretty empty. I'll spin it one more time and we'll flip it around. Alright, we're going to flip them around and spin out the other sides. Feel half as late. There's still some juice in there though, I bet you. Spin around. sounds like it's raining in there. I hope so. Oh, I see a lot of stuff coming on. Sweet. Don't get me. Well, I'll come back after we spin them out. All right, so I spun it, spun them out, and then I turned them around one more time, flipped them over too. I'm not sure if that looks good or not. It looks like a hell of a lot of comb is gone out of there, but that's what, I guess that's the way it's gonna be right now because I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch up. Actually, let me show you what's in the pot. All right, so this is 3 frames. Damn, you can see the gate down there. It's almost, well, not quite half, but there's a lot of honey in there, and when that's pretty good. I think I have room for the other 3 frames. See that gate valve over there? It's almost half full. Almost half full. Awesome, awesome, awesome. A lot of wax in there, but that's because of the uncapping tool, I guess. But we'll strain that out. All right, let me do the other 3 and then I'll come back to you. Got the other 6 done, or the other 3 done. This is everything that was, I can't really show you. Some bees in there, but everything that was in the bottom of the container I had the frame stored in, and then the cap ends. So there's actually a lot of weight in that. And then I'm just letting this guy settle down. If you notice, we are way over the gate. So we have a lot of honey in there, a lot of wax pieces, but man, I wish I could set this outside in the sun because it's a little cool down in the basement. And I'm sure it would flow out of there easier in the sun, but we're gonna let that settle for a minute and then we're gonna start straining it out into a bucket. All right, I put a little heater underneath that to try to help it flow a little easier. I'm not going to use the cheesecloth on the strainer, so you got the fine and the medium strainer in the bucket. Let's just open this up and see what we get out of it. Why don't you fit under there? You better fit. There you go. All right, let's see what comes out. There we go. I'm gonna let it run slow. I'll be right back. There it is. Some freaking fresh honey. That's all it takes, bees and time. But I bet you I'm going a little fast there. I don't want it to overflow. It's cold in the basement. I really wish I had a room somewhere where there was some heat, but we'll let that work and see what happens. It sure is a slow process, but I'm letting it drain a little and scraping up the cappings over to the side and filling her up again. I guess good stuff comes with time. Patience is a virtue. A few other freaking whatever you call them. Anecdotes, maybe. It looks good to me, you know, look at that. Damn. So it's been about 5 hours of draining. Yeah, I got the glass in the way. And we're getting low inside there, but man, and that's with the heat on. It's running slow, but all those cappings really is clogging up the strainer. I bet you I got a good, I can't see it. There you go, you can see it. I bet you almost 2 gallons already in there, and I bet you we got close to half or another one waiting in the pot. 5 hours. Ugh. Ugh. But nobody said it should be easy. We'll get there. All right, so I pulled the spinner out, set that outside for the animals to have a good go at cleaning it, and we're gonna just scrape this thing off all the way around. Hopefully it's dripped enough where I don't have to do much. I ain't doing much really. And then get this stuff over to the door. Get the last little parts of this over there. There's still quite a bit of honey in there. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, you can't see it. There you go. Maybe I should pull that out a little bit. So scoop that over there. I don't want to overflow my strainer, but at the same time, like I said, it's been 5 hours and it's getting about time to get this done. all those cappings seem to take an awful lot of time. Get those cappings done. Anyway, it's still straining. All right, ever a glutton for punishment. So I got the pot scraped out. I'm tired. It's almost midnight, and I'm thinking, you know, should I let this? Can you see it there? I don't know if you can see it. Let that drain out. It's so slow. There's so much wax in there, and then I have all of the stuff from the light's almost too bright. Well, there you go. You can see it there. So I have all the stuff from the uncapping that I scraped off and the things from the bottom of the box. And I have a hive that I'm going to try to take down, a wild hive out of a bay window. So I made these cages so that we can spin, come on, so that we can spin the wild comb out of that hive if we are successful. Well, we're going to be able to take the hive apart, but hopefully we're going to be able to maintain the hive and put it in a new box. But what I'm thinking about doing is taking some of my brewer's bags, scraping that stuff out into the brewer's bag, putting it into this, and then spinning that out so I don't have to wait overnight. That might be stupid, but I got this much time into it, so let's see what happens. I'm not sure how ridiculously stupid this is going to be, but we're going to try to fill something of some 1/3, break everything into 1/3 into these other strainers I have. Oh my gosh. If I had a little more room to work, but I'm down with it because I think there's a quart of honey left in there. So we're gonna do this even though it's ridiculous. All for a quart of honey. It has strained pretty well. I think there's probably 2/3 in the bucket and 1/3 up here. So we're gonna put this one in here. Holy crap farts. So we're gonna call that 1/3. Hopefully we're close to balance. Stretch that out. Put that in here. And then put this little cage together that I made. Let's see what happens. It goes in here like this. We'll do that for the other two and the stuff that's left in the bucket, and I'll be back. Alright, not sure if that was a good idea or not. I don't think I have them balanced very well, but they're in the baskets, rubber banded together. I think we're way out of balance. Yeah, we're way out of balance. So we're going to take this slow. But I bet you there was 5 to 10 pounds worth of weight in that. I ain't afraid to take some comb because I want to make some beeswax with it. We're going to spin this out for a minute. See exactly what the hell we got going on here. I see stuff coming out. It'll be worth the effort. It's just the bags aren't weighted properly, but we'll take care of it. I know I'm an idiot, but you gotta learn, right? Alright, I spun that out for about 20 minutes and it's grossly not balanced right, but it worked. The cages worked. And I probably have, I'm hoping I have about a quart more honey out the bottom there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the bags in this bucket. And I'll use this to make the beeswax. And we'll go ahead and finish draining the rest of that. My God, I'm tired. See, everything's sticky right now. Anyway, can you see? Yeah, you can see. So this was already scraped out. So all of that honey came out of those bags. So that's good. It was probably worth the effort. Of course, if I had 1,000 hives, I wouldn't be doing that, but I only got one. All right, so we're getting a little cold again, but I got it scraped to the corner. Let's see what we get out of this thing. There we go. All that's our extra honey from just doing a little extra work. I'd say this I don't think it's a quart, but damn near a quart of honey. And relatively clean because it went through that brewer's cloth. So it'll take a minute to strain out because it's so cold, but was it worth the work? Well, you can see that right there. Maybe you can't. Was it worth the work? Yeah, it was. Where the hell are we? There it is. Yeah, it was worth the work. That's a lot of good honey coming out that we would have lost trying to make the beeswax. You ain't getting a good shot, but it's there. Holy crap, am I tired. Alright, let's go ahead and see how much we got out of that 6-frame thing. We're going to tear off a empty bucket. We'll put this guy on. Holy crap. I'm hoping more than 2.5 gallons. Can't read it. Can't read the thing. 24.3, 24.3, which is about 2 gallons at 12 gallons. 12 gallons or 12 pounds a gallon. So I was hoping for a little more, but I'm glad I got the 2. That's a lot of honey. 24 pounds worth of honey right there. And that's it. Oh, I know it's crazy. You can't even see me. Oh, well. It's a crazy long video. First time trying to extract. First time trying to figure out how to get everything out that I want out. And we'll see what happens when we put them in a jar. But it looks a little dark to me, that honey does. Looks a little dark. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see what happens with this video. I don't like editing anymore, but we need to get a warmer place to do this. Definitely have it heated. Hot honey moves quicker than cold honey. I'm tired. Bye. Just for fun, I thought I'd test that. Oh shoot, I forgot the numbers already. Water percent 15.5, bricks 83. I don't know if that's good or bad. Have to Google that and find out, but that's what we're at right now. Girls and some of their neighbors are doing the cleanup. Good job, girls. Thanks for the honey.